Good morning. Not been going long. Weather was a bit indifferent this morning. I was in no rush when it was a bit spitting of rain, but it's nice now. I say we're in no mad rush at all, and the canal's now looking beautiful up here. We're in some lovely woodland, you can probably see behind me there. I'll turn the camera around and show you in a minute or two, but yeah, it's really nice. So here's the woodland we're going through. Actually, you can't see much of it there. It's been really pleasant, and you can see it up ahead here. Yeah, really nice. I'm just going through a narrow bit
called the Narrows.
What's it called, Linda?
The Narrows.
And it's beautiful in front, you can see, but it's sort of rock both sides. No wonder they made the canal narrow here, because cutting through that rock in the 1700s with basic tools, pick and hammer, would have been quite tricky. But really narrow in places. And then if you look where I've just come from, it was pretty dark in there.
Should have put your tunnel light on.
Linda, guess what? I did, to test it.
As you got us through safely, I bought you a treat.
What you bought me, darling?
A cup of tea and the last biscuit.
Thank you
That's
so
how
much.
I love you. The last ginger biscuit.
You are lovely.
I know I am.
Right, look forward to I'm going to concentrate through this last bit of the Narrows. Reminds me of a Llangollen. You've got quite a lot there on the Narrows with no way of seeing what's coming. I bet there's a few folks that have to do some reverses in here. Because you ain't going two boats through here, are you? Look. It's like going through a thin lock. So we've moored up for Tesco's. Apparently there's a Tesco's just up there somewhere. And there's a nice mooring space here. So that's perfect. It's a pig to pull the boat in there. The wind, it's really bad. I hold this camera because the wind's blowing it. The wind's been really bad. It's been all over the place on the cut. But hey, so I'm going to nice walk to Tesco, see what's for lunch, get some milk, a few provisions, don't need a lot, but certainly milk. So we're pottering along Trent and Mersey after our shopping trip and lunch, and you can see we've got quite a sharp bend here, and that's because, where's it go?
Over the River Trent.
Not sure if that's spectacular to look at, but it'd be nice to see the Trent down below. So there it is, the River Trent.
And this is called the Bringley Bank Aqueduct.
Named after Brindley, the canal builder, of course.
Because this was his canal.
So we've moored up for the evening. It's quite a nice spot. You might hear some background traffic. There's a bridge up ahead with some big road on it. It's not too noisy and you won't hear a thing on the boat. So this is where we are from the rear, and the reason I'm showing you this is just to the left here, follow me, ooh, down here, excuse the shaking, here is the actual River Trent. We're on the Trent and Mersey. Where are we? There we are. So we're following it along on the canal. River Trent is here and we're following the Trent and Mersey. So nice. Pretty wild orchids, I think they are anyway. Right then, what do you think of this mooring?
Very nice, very nice.
And what made you choose this area?
Well, because there's a wine merchant, a craft centre, an art gallery and a garden centre close by. And I thought that'd be a nice little put around to the end of the day.
Yeah, it might be shutting soon, so we best get off, haven't we?
Yes, we had, in case they run out of wine.
Oh, and if not, we always go in the morning.
We could indeed.
So that's probably us done for the day, isn't it?
It's definitely me done for the day.
Well, see what tomorrow brings. Good morning, folks. One of my favourite times of the day when I'm out on the boat is mooring in the countryside, getting up in the morning, and the geese attacking each other across there, the birds twittering, sun rising up. It's just so nice. It's a lovely little spot we've got here. Really like it. And today we're heading off towards Stone, we'll be off soon. First lock of the day, and there's a boat just got in it coming down, so that means we got it nice and easy. So this lock's taken a long time to fill. Lynda's having a natter at the chap who's waiting to come in, so we can just drive straight out when it's full. Look at that lock repair. The beam on the lock's obviously snapped. Great big bits of metal both sides, bolted together. Hey, it works. Now it's hard to see, but we just saw it a little bit earlier. There is Shugborough Hall, National Trust place. Really nice. We went there just a couple of years ago, so we're not going to moor up and go and walk to it. But it's really nice. Well worth a visit if you're up here, round about Bridge 71, 72. I think I might get a better view here. Let's have a look. Yeah, you can sort of see some of it. I mean, it's a massive, massive house. Definitely worth a visit. So our first lock for a bit, we had a stop, filled up with provisions, got all the stuff we need, empty the loos out, and ready for the next section now. So that's where we've just come up there, and here's the bridge you get across to do the lock gates, and there's a gap in the middle, and that's for the horse's rope. So when the horse come along, the rope could go through the bridge. Clever, huh? So this lock has got problems in with that paddle. It's completely broken. It took about 10-15 minutes to fill up. Apparently it's closing tomorrow. And here's the CRT bringing out the stop planks to close off the lock, close off the canal. And it's closed tomorrow morning, so I'm glad we got here in time. Huh. Nice, eh? No doubt Lynda's going to ask them what's going on. Well, it's our mooring for the night, at the end of the day. We're about 1 and a bit miles from Stone, and we walked up to Stone and it was beautiful. We had a pint in the pub, a pint Tuesday afternoon at about 5 o'clock. Can't go wrong, can you? Anyway, I'm going to sit in my deck chair and chill. So I've had my cup of tea. I'm going to have another beer in a bit. I got my book, deck chair, pretty comfy. Lynda's filming, but she normally sits on that chair over there. So we're going to have a very pleasant night. And tomorrow we're off to Stoke. Probably hope to get to Etruria Industrial Museum. Anyway, let's see what tomorrow brings. Well, first lock of the morning. Had an early start. We were up on the cut moving for 8:30. Okay, it's not that early for some, but it's early for us. And we got 8 locks coming up. Lynda's up there now, can't see her. Just see some water underneath. So there we go, that'll keep us busy. This is lock 2. It's huge. Size of that one. I'll have to look at what size that is in the book, but that is a deep lock. Anyway, we left that last one. A boat was coming out of this one to that one, so we left the gate open for him. Lynda walked up and opened this one because they'd just left it was empty. Win-win. So that's the lock we've just come up. This is the former site of Jules Brewery.
Well, I'm not sure.
That side or the other side.
Or it could be that one there that's just got ales.
Ah, it's got ales. And for any physicists out there, of course, James Jules is very important. He was a brewer who started basically the study of thermodynamics.
Seen the
Oh yeah.
on the boat?
Is it a plastic one or real?
Real one.
It's a realistic plastic one that moves like that. Yeah, he's happy enough up there. Yeah, and here's the brewery. Joe was a very odd man. He was obsessed with temperature, being a brewer, and he married a young lady and booked his honeymoon to be near a waterfall so that he could spend a week measuring the temperature difference between the top and the bottom of a waterfall. He had thermometers that could measure to about 0.1 of a Fahrenheit to see if the water was hotter when it hit the bottom. So that's what he spent his honeymoon investigating. Interesting man, yet another mad physicist. And it's nice to go past his old brewery. How nice. And yes, if you're wondering, it is hotter at the bottom.
That again?
So yes, if you're wondering, the water was slightly warmer at the bottom. The work had been done on it. Bet his wife was interested in that. Yet another big lock. This one again was empty. Took some getting in because there's like the entrance bridge was like one bridge, then another and another, all at different angles. And it looks like Lynda's met somebody who's coming the other way, which would be nice, means we can go straight out and into the next one. Fingers crossed. Not sure if you can see on the camera, but Lynda's up there and there's another boat coming down and they're coming out of a lock. So they're going to leave the lock gates open and we're going to just potter straight in. We're having a very good day on this flight. So far all have been with us. Excellent. Well, it's a pretty good start when all the locks are going your way. We've got 8 to do and there's loads of boats coming down, nobody in front of us. So bonus, bonus, bonus. So here's the Wedgwood factory. It used to be based at Etruria, which is where we're headed for. And it moved here in 1940 something?
1940s, Barleston.
1940s. Obviously Wedgwood making pottery was very interesting in the canals in the early days, because otherwise it's lovely pots had to go, pots, you know, what's the right word for them? Anyway, they had to go by pack horse and wagon, and canal was a much better way not to break everything. So there we go. We're in Stoke now, and as you can see, very industrial, very inner city. Just come up there, it's all big walls and bits of graffiti. It's where I start feeling comfortable being a country person. Gates were against us, boat in front, we're going to get all these 5 against us, but hey, we had a lucky run this morning, so I'm okay. So this is the start of Etruria, the Etruscan bone and flint mill. And the other side of there is where the Caldon Canal goes, and the museum and all that. And all we've got left, it's alright, all we've got left is this huge lock here. Look at that. These have all been really, really tall and quite stiff. But hey, looks like there's a boat coming down. Apparently there's CRT help on this one. Well, we've finally made it to where we set off to, the Etruria area, the Etruria Industrial Museum, the junction of the Trent and Mersey and the Caldon Canals. It's a really exciting place if you're an industrial history geek, and a canal geek. And there's so much here, big museums and everything, and I'll show you what's down there. So these 2 boats are heading down the Trent and Mersey. We've just come up there and the lock is so slow to fill, and it's a huge lock. So there's a bit of a queue going down, it just takes forever. And as you can see, there is the Etruria Industrial Museum. And I was so excited to go there. There's all the potteries around here, the Wedgwood stuff. There's so much just industrial heritage. And this weekend coming, they've got, they're doing a rare steam weekend where the big kiln things are all steamed up. And then down to the left down there is the Caldon Canal. And we're going to be off down the Caldon, explore down there for a week. And then we'll go carry on at the Trent and Mersey when we've done that. So we're finally here, so chuffed. Well, that's it, target made. We're very happy, lovely mooring, and I've really, really had a great day. If you enjoyed this video, you know what to do. Click like and subscribe if you don't already, and see you back next week sometime. See ya.